Hey guys, today we're doing another video demoing some of the parameters of the data ins of Utopia. Today we are focusing on the document lifespan strategies. Okay, as you can see on the left hand side of my screen I have my integration hub, and on the right hand side I have my transactions page. So now let's go to our data in that we created in a previous video, and we can see that some of the parameters are still enabled, like active, ignore duplicates, generate transactions, maintenance, our batch field, our identifier field, and our sample data. So today we are focusing on the document lifespan strategy and the document lifespan hours. The document lifespan strategy is a drop-down menu selection that works in conjunction with the document lifespan. If none is selected on the drop-down, no strategies will be applied to any documents coming through on the data in. If the last document date is selected, here documents are expired based on the last document in the collection and the lifespan. Utopia will look at the latest document in the collection based on the underscore header.created date and time. This is a field that is added to the document to keep track of what time the document entered the system. So Utopia will look at the latest document in the collection using the underscore header.created on date and time, and subtract the document lifespan hours and expire any docs that are older than this new date and time. For example, if a system is only sending in valid documents each day, but it doesn't send in documents which are old, you can use this to automatically expire any documents which do not get updated. So let's set our document lifespan strategy to last document date, and let's set this to 0.25, which would be 15 minutes of an hour, and let's save this. So let's take a look. We already have one doc in our data in. Let's create transform just to look at it, and as you can see there is one doc present in our data in. So let's proceed with posting in another doc, and let's click on open, and as you can see document has been posted. Let's just refresh our transactions page, and we just refreshed the transactions page and we can see 5 orders have entered. So now that there are 5 orders in the system and the one that was existing in the data in, there should be 6 orders. So it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So based on our setup of our last document date and the lifespan of 0.25, after 15 minutes anything older than the last document that entered the system should expire. This can be checked on how many docs are in this data in. We have an API running behind this data in. If we bring up Postman, we should be able to see our API call. There is our URL, as you can see here, and if we click send, this will pull all documents from the data in that are currently active or haven't expired as yet. So we click on send, and we can just review what it has pulled. We can see there's 1 document, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we can check this once more after the documents have expired. Okay, we waited for a bit for the documents to expire. Let's go back to our Postman so we can have a look at that API call. And as we can see, the last time when we checked, there were 6 documents in the data in. Let's click on send and let's just have a count. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As we can see, there's only 5 here. We can go back to our Utopia, right click and create transform, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if you previously could remember that we actually had 6 docs, we can actually show you that the doc expired correctly if we change the document lifespan strategy to none and remove the document lifespan hours and resave the data in. You can see now if we right click and create transform, there are now 6 docs. And we can check once more with our API call in Postman. Let's click on send, and now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and as you can see, the last document date worked as expected. Okay, let's go back to our data in. You can click on edit. Now we are going to look at the actual document date. The actual document date, here each document will be given a specified time when they come into the collection and are expired after this. Utopia will look at the document as it gets created in the collection, the underscore header dot created on date and time, then has the document lifespan hours added to it. When it reaches this time, the doc will automatically be expired. You can use this, for example, in a marketing company that has an SLA to only share data through an API for 2 weeks. This can be set up using this approach. So let's just change this back to none and make this 0, just so that we can view how many docs are in the data in. Create transform 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And let's just confirm this using our Postman, and let's do the call once more, and we can still see that it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now let's edit our parameters for the document lifespan strategy. Let's make it actual document date, and in this case, instead of doing 0.25, let's make the document lifespan strategy 0.167, which is equivalent to 10 minutes of an hour. And let's saved data in. Let's just go back to check that the settings are correct. Let's refresh, and we can see that it has refreshed correctly, and let's save. So once the 10 minutes has passed, as we can see that the set of docs that we did post was posted 8 minutes ago. Once it reaches, the documents become older than 10 minutes, they should expire. When we last checked the documents, there were 6 in the collection. So let's wait for 10 minutes and see what happens to the documents. Okay, so 10 minutes has passed. Let's create the transform of the data in, and the docs still have yet not expired. Okay, let's check it once more. Create transform, and as we can see, there aren't any docs available in the data in. Let's go to our Postman call. Let's bring up our Postman. Let's click send on our data in, and as you can see, nothing has been returned. And we can check this once more. Let's go back to our data in, edit our lifespan strategy, make it none, make this 0. Okay, so we made that 0. the document lifespan strategy is none. Let's click on save. As we can see, data in is saved. Let's just go back to make sure that these settings stuck. Let's refresh this and we can see it's none. Document lifespan is 0. And if we create a transform of this data in, create transform, we can see all of the docs once more, all 6 of them. And let's go back to our postman call and let's click on send. And as we can see, we have 1 2 3 4 5 6. And guys, that is how we make use of the document lifespan strategies within the data ins of Utopia.